What's good? This is JBB representing SPD, and that is sportsperdiem.com. The UFC is back. UFC 249 was last night, and damn, what a show it was. And in this video, I want to talk about Justin Gaethje, man. The man of the hour, the man of the day, the man of the week, the man of the month. Justin Gaethje stopped the Boogeyman. Justin Gaethje defeated Tony Ferguson via fifth round TKO. Herb Dean stepped in, he ended the fight. But Justin Gaethje is the new UFC interim lightweight champion, and he shocked the world. There's no mistake about that. He went out there and he defeated one of the scariest guys, if not the scariest guy in the lightweight division. And he beat him easily. Don't get me wrong, Tony Ferguson early on in the fight, he got some licks in on Justin Gaethje, especially at the end of that second round where he got that clean uppercut on Justin Gaethje, knocking Justin Gaethje down. Fortunately for Justin Gaethje, he was saved by the bell. But besides that, this whole fight, it was all Justin Gaethje. I did a video where I said Justin Gaethje needs to mix it up, throw those leg kicks, stop Tony Ferguson in his tracks, and then that's going to open everything else up. But he did exactly that. He landed hard leg kicks, and his boxing was on point. Joe Rogan talked about it during the fight. There was no fat on nose punches. Justin Gaethje was landing clean, heavy shots. Shots that Tony Ferguson couldn't even respond back to. Those punches landed, and they landed on point, especially in rounds 3, 4, and 5. But in the first two rounds, Justin Gaethje was doing a lot of head hunting. You heard Trevor Whitman after the second round when he got knocked down at the end of the round in the corner. Trevor Whitman said, "Hey, man, stop trying to kill this guy. You're doing a good job, but just touch him. Combinations. Don't try to knock his head off with every single punch. It's a 5-round fight." And of course, I'm paraphrasing all that, but Justin Gaethje went out there in that third round and he listened to Trevor Whitman. He listened to his coach and he stopped swinging for the fences. You saw everything get tighter, the combinations, the punches, the kicks. He was landing heavy shots, and Tony Ferguson, this damn man can take a punch. This man was getting lit up by Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje is one of the, if not the hardest hitting lightweight in the world. And yes, I said the world, not just the UFC. Any promotion around the world, Justin Gaethje right now is probably the hardest striker there is. So he took all that damage, and you saw it on his face. You saw it on his body. Man, like they was for real when they said it takes a special man. And not that anybody wants to be getting lit up for fucking 25 minutes damn near in the fight, but it takes someone crazy, someone different in Tony Ferguson to take all that damage from someone like Justin Gaethje. Because anybody else would have probably got finished in the third round. Hell, even the first round. Justin Gaethje was landing hard shots, and Tony stood there, and Tony took all of it, probably too much. And I know he was upset that Herb Dean stopped the fight, but after that last shot, seeing him shaking his head like, ooh, like he didn't know where the hell he was at. And it looked like, if you look at the replay, like he was like grabbing. I don't know what was going on. It was like he was like trying to get a sense of feel back or something. I don't know. But he was out of it. So I know he was pissed off because you go in that cage, you got that warrior mindset. A lot of guys and a lot of girls that go in that cage, they go in there and they willing to risk it all. But that's what Justin Gaethje said in the post-fight interview, that he did understand Tony Ferguson's anger, his disappointment, because you do want to go out on your proverbial shield. You really don't want to see nobody actually die in the octagon, but that's the mindset they have, to put it all out there, to keep going until they can't go no further. But with that said, I am happy that Herb Dean stepped in because he took a lot of damage already. And knowing him and how crazy he is, he gonna look to get back in the octagon ASAP. You're gonna probably see him calling out guys, calling out Dustin Poirier or somebody like that. But he's gonna want to get back in there as soon as possible. You already know. But props to Justin Gaethje for going out there and doing something that's never been done, and that's finishing Tony Ferguson. Finishing a guy who was on a 12-fight winning streak, a perennial top contender, a former UFC champion. Justin Gaethje went out there and he had the best fight of his life. Justin Gaethje stepped up and took the challenge. And fortunately for him, he got that extra few weeks under his belt as well. Out there training in Colorado, getting ready for the marathon, studying for Tony Ferguson, getting those skills sharpened. And that was the biggest key, because if that fight happened when it originally supposed to happen, Justin Gaethje on 1 week's notice against Tony Ferguson, let's be real, it probably wouldn't have turned out this way. Tony Ferguson at this time would have probably been the UFC interim lightweight champion. But hey, for Justin Gaethje, he got those extra 3 weeks and he was able to sharpen them skills. And last night he was showing those skills on Tony Ferguson. And now it sets him up with the biggest fight of his career against Khabib. I'm not keeping up with Russian news, Dagestan news. I don't know how the travel restrictions are looking right now. But hopefully, just like this event, if there's a will, there's a way, and they'll make it happen. This was a smarter and scarier version of Justin Gaethje, and Justin Gaethje was already scary. But that fight IQ he displayed last night, especially in the third, fourth, and fifth rounds, that makes him the greatest challenger to Khabib's belt to date, and I can't wait to see that fight. Hopefully they make that fight happen soon. But shout out one more time to Justin Gaethje, defeating Tony Ferguson, finishing Tony Ferguson via fifth round TKO. But I'm out. Like the video and share the video, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Peace.